Walking around the Capitol and knowing that I used to work there and I work in the political sphere, it is, I wouldn't say it's like a slap in the face, but it's ironic.
Mixed emotions Monday night as Jorge Reyes Salinas is left wondering what will come of President Trump's executive orders on immigration.
Unfortunately, the uncertainty under any administration has always been present.
Jorge is a DACA recipient. DACA stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. The program was implemented under President Barack Obama's administration in 2012.
It's really basically being like the most perfect citizen under the law to make sure that we can not get deported and work here.
It requires participants to renew every 2 years, but face legal problems during President Trump's first term.
I think now, since the last Trump administration, when it became a legal battle with the Supreme Court, etc., I think that there's a bigger fear because of all the things that Dreamers and DACA recipients have built because of the program.
The program has been protecting young undocumented immigrants brought to the United States as children from deportation. It also allows many to work, go to school, own businesses, and much more.
A lot of us now, the concern is not so much how would I continue to go to school and get my diploma or afford college, is how do I make sure my family has a roof over their head.
Jorge is one of thousands of DACA recipients in the country, and organizations like the Coalition for Humane Immigrant Rights, or CHIRLA, wants to make sure that people like him stay protected.
You have the right to remain silent. All you have to do is identify yourself to Border Patrol or ICE, but you don't have to give them any information about your immigration status.
The organization offers free consultations for immigrants that explain their rights if questioned about their immigration status. Jorge believes organizations like CHIRLA are vital to keeping immigrants in the country.
Even with the barriers that I have and the barriers that other DACA recipients have, that we can still make a difference. And as much as, political parties may disagree with our existence here, we're still, in a lot of cases, working for them.
Now, it's important to note that so far, President Trump's administration has not declared what's to become of DACA, but most recently on Friday in Texas, a federal appeals court did rule that the program is unlawful. Live here in Sacramento, I'm Andres Valle for KCRA 3 News.
Andres, thank you so much.